What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a should you pull, should you summon type of video, but it's going to be special because it is going to be based on the anniversary, so it's more of a matter of who is better and who should you pull, because you know, like, people have been saving for half a year for this banner, so now it's time. And a lot of people, and you can just see it from the comment section of my other video, just, you know, they kind of just say things without any support. So for example, if you watched my summon video that came out, it only came out a little bit before now, it pretty much said that Sasuke was better, and you know, I still stand by that. And the thing is, I know for a fact that so many people are gonna complain, Naruto's better, you're a Sasuke fan, but I hate Sasuke. I don't care about the character like in the anime. I prefer Naruto to Sasuke. So if you guys are saying I'm a Sasuke fanboy, you know, I'm not, and I could care less. But hey, you know, you do you. So if you guys want to hear my opinion supported by actual numbers and my knowledge on the game, then stick around. If you're gonna disagree with me at the end anyways and not listen to what I'm gonna say, you know, leave off the video. Pretty straightforward. So starting off, what makes one better than the other? So let's just take a look at the banners, right? Okay, that's the wrong button. I don't think their stats are on here, but I guess I'll just go over it. So Naruto he is a mid-range, he has 1988 attack, and he has 1660 HP. So he has the highest attack of a mid-range unit, right? His field skill restores 150 to 200 HP, but he skills 20% chance of dodging an attack. Jutsu, 6 chakra, 7 times attack to an enemy, and removes their barrier and knocks them back. 12 chakra ultimate, 16 times bravery damage to all enemies in range, ignores their substitution and perfect dodge and knocks them back. And a lot of people, I also got some questions, you know, what's the difference between substitution and perfect dodge? Substitution just refers to the your dupe abilities. So if you have a dupe ability that says, you know, 5% chance of dodging, that's substitution jutsu. And then perfect dodge comes from jutsus or buddy skills or field skills. So here, taking a look right over here, this is his stuff, and you know, I won't click on it. Actually, this is important to see. So the ultimate is more important than the normal jutsu because it is a single target. And now, while this is running off, I'll just explain what Sasuke does. So Sasuke is Wisdom, he is long range, he has 1708 HP, and he has 1336 attack. Field skill, 30 to 60% chance to counter when hit, but it's still reduced chance of being immobilized by 30%. Now, Jutsu, 5 chakra, 5.5 times attack and wisdom damage to all enemies in range, 80% chance of slip damage for 7 turns and knocks them back. The other one is 10 chakra, 14.5 times attack and wisdom to all enemies in range, 80% chance of immobilization for 2 turns and pulls them closer. So, let's see. And now I'm just going to show Sasuke's ultimate for comparison. And when I'm going to be talking about them, I'm going to be talking about them fully duped because there's plenty of people that are, you know, saving their stones, they're going to pull a lot, so they want to see, you know, at the end result, who's better with maximum dupes. So my, you know, answer is still Sasuke, and the reason for that is, I'm just going to say why people think Naruto is better, and just kind of point out why it's not as amazing as they think it is. So, first off, I'm pretty sure, like, his ultimate right there is, let me double check, it might not be vast range, but I just want to make sure. Load. Well, either way, so I'm pretty sure even if his ultimate jutsu isn't vast range and it's long range, it's still pretty damn huge. So nah, it looks vast range. So it's like, okay, that's gonna come in later. So for the most part, Naruto, what do people think that is amazing about him? He does damage, and he does damage, and he does damage, and he does damage. So yes, damage is good in this game, no doubt about that. So starting off with his jutsu, and I'm going to be talking about it at max duplicates right now, right? So his max duplicates, he has one dupe that reduces his chakra gauge by 1, He has 2 dupes that restore 300 HP every turn, 2 dupes that reduce wisdom damage by 20%, and then his final dupe is reduced chance of being immobilized by 20%. So with the reduced chakra gauge, his normal jutsu goes down to 5 chakra for 7 times multiplier, and it does single target damage to 1 enemy and knocks him back. So it also removes their barrier. Now how much damage is that? That is 14,616 damage, and that is a lot. Yes. Now to compare with Sasuke for 4 chakra, right, with max duplicates, does 9,273 damage, so 5,000 less damage, but 7 turns, actually 10 turns of slip damage at 100% rate. Now, without even, that's pretty good on its own. Now you gotta take into account that it's AoE. It's not just your typical, it's not single target, right? So the fact that it's AoE, if you hit even 2 units with this, it already does more damage than Naruto's. Now the counterpoint to that is, well, you might not always hit 2 units, but I'll bet you that you're going to be hitting more than 1 unit, more than you hit just a single unit. So, especially with S ranks, maps are always flooded with enemies. You can always group people up. It's not difficult at all to use an AoE unit. So, it's going to be better that it's AoE, and I'll tell you, that's just if you're hitting 2, it's already more strong. If you're hitting 3 or 4, this thing is way better than Naruto's to begin with. And on top of that, the slip damage. Now, the counterpoint to that is that, what about the destroy barrier? Now, you're going to have to tell me, of all the S rank, all the A rank, all the enemies in this game, how many of them actually have barrier? So, I know the Haku does. I know a couple other people do, like Shikaku Gara, that can be one-shotted by a Madara. But, I can count on my, one hand how many people actually use barrier. And then on the other side of that, how many people don't use barrier, that are enemies. So now you gotta think about it. The fact that you're not even going to be using the barrier destruction part for majority of the time, okay, yeah, it's nice, it's there. It's definitely nice. Doesn't mean that it's amazing. Slip damage, on the other hand, is always going to be useful, right? Because it'll always apply unless they have slip damage resistance. And on every single boss fight, slip damage is amazing. Every single boss has high HP, and slip damage always does a percentage of their damage. So that's just the first part, right? So other than that, it's like, 10 turns of slip damage. That is nuts. And you can just keep on stacking it too, right? By the time it comes back, you want to use it again? Yeah, you got another 10 turns of slip damage. So that's why his normal jutsu is already better than Naruto's. Now, the next part is the ultimate jutsu, right? So Naruto's ultimate jutsu does 33,000 damage, 408. And I'm gonna go bring it up again just to show you. And this is for 10 chakra at maximum dupes, or 12 chakra without. So 33,000 damage is like Madara level damage. Actually, I think it's slightly higher than Madara, right? And Madara's nuts, right? Madara is a beast, having like the highest base damage jutsus without any boost. Now Naruto takes that role. The other thing is, yeah, that's long range. Now the other thing is it ignores substitution and perfect dodge. This is the same exact point that I just made with barriers. Tell me how many enemies actually use substitution and perfect dodge, right? And if you're talking about like a fodder unit, if you have to use an ultimate jutsu just to clear fodder unit, yeah, that's a different story in itself. So, in terms of bosses and enemies that are actually difficult, how many actually have perfect dodge and substitution? I'm not saying it's useless. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that how realistically, how often are you going to use that aspect of the jutsu? You're going to use it for the damage. Now, just comparing it to Madara, for example, Madara also is type, he's neutral to all types. And then, like, even though he is weak against body units, he will do that damage regardless. Naruto will do the same thing, but it's just something to note. Now, other than that, that's really the main points for Naruto, and something else that people brought up. They're like, oh, he restores 600 HP every turn. So what? Like, teams these days, I don't, like, healing has never been a problem, especially on a bravery team, where you can run 3 Jiraiya's, and Jiraiya's out right now, right? So if you're watching this video, that means you have the chance to farm Jiraiya, and you know, he's been out 2 times before this, or even 3 times maybe. So the fact that, you know, Jiraiya has been pretty available to a lot of people, and you can just run 3 of him, and you have no problems with healing, right? Healing accomplished. The same thing with One-Tail Naruto. One-Tail Naruto heals on his own, and hits harder than this Naruto. So it's like, it's kind of, I don't know, people just overhyping him. And like I said, I'm more of a fan of Naruto than I am of Sasuke. I think Naruto has a cooler art and everything, and I'd go for him, but I just want to spend my money efficiently and go for the better unit. Now Sasuke, on the other hand, and this is where things start getting busted. Right, Sasuke's ultimate, vast range, I just showed off, right? It ignores, vast range, 8 chakra, right? So it's even less than Naruto's. It does 24,000 damage. AoE, like I said, it's 9,000 less than Naruto. But you're immobilizing for 5 turns at an 80% chance. The other reason was that, you know, like, Neji used to be busted, right? Because he was the immobilization king. Then Jiraiya came along. Jiraiya was considered busted, and he's still considered busted. I have Jiraiya as, like, my top 5 units in the game. So, this, like, Jiraiya only has a 1-turn immobilization for a 70% chance. And this Sasuke has an 80% chance for 5 turns with max duplicates. So, yeah. You know, the amount of, like, if you can immobilize for 5 turns, you can just, like, you know, take a nap for 3 turns and still win the mission afterwards. That's how busted that is. Like, mobilization was always considered the strongest, like, I guess, utility in this game, and the fact that you can do it for almost 2 full rotations is stupid. So you can, like, if he uses that for 8 chakra, and you know, he'll generate 2 by the time that unit is, like, immobilization's over. So he'll already be like 2 chakra away from using his normal jutsu again. And you're talking about everyone on the team also. So yeah, that's good. I really don't see how people can compare the two. It's kind of obvious that Sasuke's is better. And then the other part is that oh, Naruto reduces wisdom by 40% chance. Yes, that's good. Comes back to the same exact point. You know, how often are you using it against wisdom? In this case, it's not that bad, because you'll be running against, you know, for those objectives, you'll be running bravery against wisdom. So in that aspect, yes, it's very helpful for objectives. But like I said, it's still situational. It's not always going to be up, right? Whereas for Sasuke, you know, he has a boost slip damage rate, you know, dupe ability, which is always useful. Boost duration of his status ailments, so increases the length of his slip damage and immobilization, like I said, by an extra 3 turns. Always going to be useful. Boosts attack by 250, always going to be useful. Reduces chakra gauge by 1, and reduces chance of being sealed by 20%, which is pretty much the same thing as Naruto, right? Naruto just has reduced chance of being immobilized. Sasuke has reduced chance of being sealed. So now it's like, Sasuke's kit is always going to be useful, where Naruto's is, you know, a lot of the points that people are arguing don't even make, you know, they aren't always there. So people got to realize that Sasuke is going to be, for the most part, he's going to be more consistent. And even if Naruto's stuff was more consistent, I'm pretty sure Sasuke is still better. Like, Naruto has, you know, Naruto's strong, he's very strong, definitely a top unit. But comparing the two, Sasuke is better. So if you agree, you know, there you go. If you disagree, so be it. Just don't go, like, you know, there's too many people that, like, attack each other in the comments that, no, you're stupid, you don't even know anything about this game. You know, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna delete your comment. So if you want to have an actual argument and, you know, actual constructed stuff, go ahead, leave it down below. But when it comes to, you know, insults and stuff like that, I'm removing that shit. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope this helped anyone that was looking forward to, you know, summoning on each other, summoning on these banners. So, that's really it for the most part. There's really nothing else to go over, so I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.